Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Priyanka. Today I will show you some interesting watercolor textures and techniques which are quite simple and yet very important to enhance the look of our painting. They make the painting look interesting and it's difficult to achieve certain looks otherwise. I'll be using 100% cotton cold pressed handmade watercolor paper, artist watercolors, 2 jars of clear water, and a cotton towel for soaking in extra water. So let's get started. Okay, so the first texture that I'm going to create is by using lemon juice. So first I give a flat wash or whatever kind of wash you want to give to the paper. Like I can, if I want to create sprinkles like this, you can blend the color, whatever you want. So once my area to be colored is ready, I will sprinkle some lemon juice. So lemon juice, being acidic, is used to create wonderful textures. It just takes away the color on the applied areas, giving a lighter feather-like effect. So this technique works very well if we have to create feather-like clouds. So now we will leave it to dry and then the look will actually come. So by the time it dries, let's come to our next texture. Second, we come to alcohol. First, we will again give either a flat wash or a blending wash to the area. So let me just blend 2-3 colors together. And now I will put some clear alcohol, that is isopropyl alcohol, 99% pure. I will just drop some alcohol in another dish. And with a clear brush, I will just put drops like this. Okay, so alcohol pushes away the paint, creating very soft edged areas. So you can see the beautiful round areas that this has created. Now, if you want, you can also put some colored alcohol on this and then see the effect we get. See, it's dispersing more color and looks beautiful. We leave it to dry and then see the final effect that we get. Okay, so the next texture that we're going to do is by using salt. We'll first give a flat wash to the area to be painted, and then on that we will sprinkle salt. You can use the normal table salt or rock salt, whichever you want. So we will just sprinkle salt like this. We can even put bigger granules of rock salt and will create a different look. Okay, so sprinkling salt onto wet watercolor and then brushing it off when the pigment is dry, it looks beautiful. So we will have to wait for it to dry to see the final look. Okay, so coming to the fourth texture, here I'll be using rice to give a beautiful effect to my artwork. So flat wash first and then you can sprinkle some rice on it. You can take any kind of rice and the effect is going to be beautiful. See, again, as we just put the rice, the color gets dispersed. So the end result is going to be very beautiful. So the next texture is by using a plastic wrap. Here we will use the normal food wrap which is available in the market, the one which we use to wrap the edibles. We will first give a flat wash to the area. So this technique creates very irregular and interesting veining textures. We paint with pigment on paper and then loosely lay down the plastic wrap over the wet paint, and we will smooth out any edges which we don't want. So I'll first take out the wrap. Okay, just make sure that your pigment is wet enough and it is not beginning to dry, and then just loosely place the wrap. So it is generally used to create very beautiful foliage effects. So my next technique is bubble wrap. Very easy and beautiful texture technique. Here I will first give a flat wash to my area to be painted, and then I will use the bubble wrap. I can either just put the wrap like that only, or put color on the wrap also. You can put whichever color you want. It may feel that you're putting less color, but trust me, it's enough. So you just place the bubble wrap gently on the wet pigment, and we will leave it to dry and then see the effect or the texture that it creates. So my next beautiful texture technique is the wax crayon. So here, using a crayon, you will create any shape, any drawing that you wish. We can even use a normal wax candle that we have at home. Anything will work as long as it has wax in it. So wax, actually, it will create a shield and color doesn't penetrate through. So let's use some vibrant color here. Say maybe an orange, and just see the beautiful texture it is creating. Isn't it lovely? Very simple and yet very beautiful, and very easy as well. Next texture technique is tissue paper. I will first give a flat wash, and now with the help of a tissue I will just take away the color from the areas which I want to create some textures or I don't want the color in. Okay, if you press harder, the entire color can be taken out. If you are very gentle, it will be something like this, where a less color comes out. So you can create the kind of effect you want. It looks very beautiful, and sometimes we use this technique to do clouds. So guys, here are some beautiful texture techniques. Now our pigments are dry, and it's time for us to take out the extra salt, the rice, the plastic wrap. The bubble wrap came out by itself. So the salt and the rice, you can also dry it with the help of a drying tool or a normal dryer which you have at home, and then you can take it out. But for the plastic wrap, it's always better to let it dry on its own, and then you should take it out. Then only the texture will actually come. Just see the beautiful texture which this has created. Had we taken it off when the pigment was still wet, this kind of a texture we would not have been able to achieve. So this is the plastic wrap. This is the one which we get with bubble wrap, wax crayon, the tissue paper. So let us remove our extra salt and the rice granules. Okay, so let's just do a recap. This is the texture which we created using lemon juice. It gives very beautiful feathery effects. The second was alcohol, where you can give a blending wash of 2-3 colors. You can even blend 4-5 colors together and then put alcohol on it, like rubbing alcohol. It will disperse, giving very gentle circles. You can even use colored alcohol over it, or just first you can use colored alcohol and maybe just rubbing alcohol over it. It creates beautiful surfaces. This is the salt texture, very granulated. This is rice. Here is the plastic wrap, as we just discussed. The bubble wrap, the wax crayon. You can do any kind of a design on it. And then finally, this is the texture which we created using a tissue paper. So going forward in my next tutorials, I will be making paintings using each one of these textures. so that you will get a practice and you will know the applications of these textures. So guys, if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you soon with another exciting tutorial. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.